Alright guys, welcome back to another anime Vanguards content. So in this video, I'm actually going to showcase Luffy, a Monarch Luffy, Elastic Captain, before the update part 2 of update 10 comes around, because we will be getting the part 2 next week. First, let me show you what we are going to be getting. So first off is that we're getting new units. Hold on. You can see there's Doflamingo right here, and there's a bunch of string tentacles attached to him, as well as the bird cage from the Dressrosa. I think that we will be getting also the new map, because it says that you have to invite your friends and infiltrate Pink Pirates. I think Pink Pirate is what it's called. Compound, which is the Punk Hazard map. And they made the Punk Hazard map. Sorry. My nose is kind of full and stuffy, my god. So they make the Punk Hazard has this new feature where you can turn the path. You can make it choose so where the enemies will go. And then we'll also have Shanks. By the way, I hope Shanks will be a Vanguard and a grindy unit, because according to the leaks is that he is actually a free Monarch. You don't even need to spend rerolls on him. Basically, when you just place him, he immediately becomes Monarch. So he's super strong. He's very mysterious in the One Piece series, and I guess it's very good that they made him very strong. Okay, so now let's go into the sandbox and actually showcase you the Monarch Luffy before the update 10 part 2 arrives, because Monarch Luffy is actually worth it to get, and he's actually very easy. You just actually have to obtain him from the banner, and then obtain the other trees, Sanji, Brook, and Nami, and then you have to evolve each and every one of them, and then complete the quest and the objective to get the Straw Hat. Okay, so basically, let's add CN. So basically, when you place him, look, he looks really cool with this model right here. I gotta say. This is what he looks like. And this first attack is I think this is called the Jet Culverin. I actually forgot. It's been a while since I've watched One Piece, so I've actually forgot. Okay, so at Monarch first placement, we're doing 154k damage. This is not even the godly stats yet. I think this is just Z plus stats, yeah. And before we upgrade him, let's actually go to his passive. So first is that Elastic Man Wind Up, or Wind Up, whatever. This unit can charge up his attack, gain 20% damage and 5% range per second spent charging up to 10 seconds max. So basically, when you activate his active skill, he charges his damage and range. For damage, 20% per second, and for range, 5% per second, up to 10 seconds. So that's basically 200% extra damage and 50% extra range. Every enemy hit by charge attack is repulsed, meaning that they move backwards on the track, and when they are repulsed, inflicts wanted status effect. This actually inflicts wanted on attacking boss enemies. It's not actually just boss enemies, because I've seen Luffy actually inflict wanted status effect on every single enemy, and the wanted status effect is that enemies marked with wanted grant 30% more yen when killed and 30% more damage from pirates category units. So basically, if you remember, we have Titan category units, or giants per se. Now we have pirates. So wanted is very good because it grants you more money, and they make the enemy take 30% more damage from pirate units. Now, King of the Pirates, all pirate category units gain 30% damage while in range of this unit, so it's another buff for other pirate units. Anytime an enemy in range is repulsed, they are marked with wanted. There we go. Enemies with wanted grant 30% more yen when killed and take 30% more damage from part category units. The last one is right armaments. Immune to status effect. That's already good. If an enemy attempts to inflict a status effect on this unit, they are repulsed. And decreases SPA by 5%, decreases cost of pirate allies by 2% per upgrade. So basically, the more you upgrade Luffy, the less cost for other pirates in his range when you upgrade the other pirate units. And it only counts with the highest upgrade Elastic Captain or the highest upgrade Luffy in the area. So basically, if you max upgrade Luffy, you will get 65%, I think 65% decrease in upgrade cost for other units. So Luffy is actually really good. Let me show you. If you activate this skill, the wind up, let me just put on a unit back here. Yeah, he actually does this charge up, which is up to 10 seconds, and boom, there we go. You can see that his damage and his range are actually going up. But what's so terrible about this unit is his SBA, because he is actually balanced right now, that the more damage he deals, the higher the SPA gets, and that's okay because he's actually a really good unit. And I think the best water unit, I don't know. Comment down below, guys, if you think he's the best water unit. So now let's upgrade him. Upgrade 2, upgrade 3, then upgrade 4. Let's actually stop this first, and then let's see this new attack, which is Wind Up Punch. And there we go. He actually charges forward. I actually forgot the names of his attacks. I'm actually a fanboy of Luffy, but oh my god, for a fanboy, I actually forgot most of his attacks. It's probably because I got used to Gear 5 than Gear 4. Okay, anyway, so at upgrade 5 is dealing 224k damage, 5.3 seconds SPA, and 38 range. Now let's upgrade him to his next attack, which is Wind Up Barrage. And then I think this is the Gatling gun. Gamo no Gatling. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing or mistaking the name of the attacks, but basically he does this small circle AoE, but there's also a cone AoE outside. So basically, whenever Luffy attacks in this circle, whatever the enemies here at the back is also being inflicted with damage. So at the last upgrade, this one is really good. It's a full AoE, and look at that, he covers almost the entire track, most of the track. And most of the small maps, you can actually cover it with just one Luffy. And he's dealing 1.23 million damage every 6.9 seconds. That's nice. And at 61 range. Now, if we go with the wind-up attack, look at this, guys. Take a look at his damage. And oh my god, look at that scaling. I think this makes him the most damage dealing unit in the entire anime Vanguards with 3.12 million damage. 3.12. And that's not even on godly stats. Look at that. And it's full AoE. Well, the only problem is he suffers like Escanor, where shield enemies, you're not gonna be effective against shield enemies because your attack is just once. It's not a multi-attack, I think. But overall, Luffy is really great, and it is recommended to have him as a Monarch. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video of showcasing the Monarch Luffy. We can't really wait for the next update, which is going to be on Monday. It's gonna be on Monday for me. And once the update drops, I'll try to make a video about it. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. Comment down below if you like Monarch Luffy.